Now, the India versus England cricket series is gathering momentum. There are constant updates that are coming in from both camps. First, we had the news that Harry Brook was going back home and giving the series a skip. Then came the news of Virat Kohli sitting out of the first 2 tests owing to personal reasons. Now, there are visa delays for England's Shoaib Bashir. He will take more time to join the England squad. But of course, the mind games have started, as we've been saying. Monty Panesar kick-started proceedings by giving his advice on how England should sledge the Indian team, calling them chokers. But until former England cricketer and commentator Michael Vaughan weighs in on this, can the mind games truly be underway? Everyone was waiting for his controversial remarks to kickstart and come in, and they have. He has warned India from preparing rank turners for the series.
I think it would be a big mistake if pitches spin hugely from ball 1 of the series. Spinning pitches bring Jack Leach and the young spinners England have selected into the game. Is Leach a better spinner than Jadeja? No. But if you give him a turning pitch and England bat first, he will be right in the game.
I'm glad he doesn't call Jack Leach a better bowler than Ravindra Jadeja, but he goes on to say that a spinning track will just simply get England in the game against India. Let's be honest, playing at home comes with advantages. You provide pitches that you're most confident and comfortable to play on, to defend your home turf. Playing in India always means you have to be able to tackle spin. It's a given. It's also true that sometimes these plans can backfire, like in Newlands just recently when India played South Africa at Cape Town. This was in the second test, which India managed to win to level the series. South Africa could not handle, nor could they quite grasp batting on that wicket themselves, and crumbled to a humbling loss. The last time India were done in by spin themselves at home is when they let England run away with the contest back in 2012. England managed to win a test series against India in India after a while, but that was a different time. England had a quality spin attack in Graeme Swann and Monty Panesar. So the responsibility of matching up to the Indian spin attack on offer lies solely on the shoulders of Jack Leach. India will look to field a 3-pronged spin attack, so it would be veterans R. Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja, alongside one of Akshar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav. That is a tall order to tackle, especially when you're an English batter. Ashwin, in fact, is 14 wickets shy of Anil Kumble's record of most wickets in India. The big concern for India would be who can really fill Kohli's shoes. So who are the options then for the first 2 tests? Option number 1 has to be Rajat Patidar. He scored hundreds in both the tour match and the unofficial test against the England Lions. With an average of more than 45 in first-class cricket, Patidar is a decent number 4 bat. Option number 2. It's a controversial one. Sarfaraz Khan. Fitness issues and lack of consistency have kept this explosive batter on the fringes for a while, but his performance recently in the tour match and the unofficial test against the England Lions could get him a call-up. Then, of course, there are 2 far-out left-field options. One probably more looking towards the future, Sai Sudarshan. He's been a great find and has risen up from his TNPL or Tamil Nadu Premier League performances to make it to the IPL, the Indian Premier League setup, and has gone through the ranks to put in some key performances for India in the India A setup. And finally, Cheteshwar Pujara. He's the top run getter at the ongoing Ranji Trophy tournament with more than 400 runs against his name. He's been in fine form, though it would be seen as a stopgap selection, a temporary fix till Kohli returns. Would BCCI head that way really? Even as Cheteshwar Pujara is putting up his hand to say he still has some steam or some cricket left in him. Either way, India definitely has a massive challenge when they face England, whether it's going to be spinning tracks or not. The challenge would be to bat sensibly, bringing the whole Bazball approach that England has employed under the scanner. Everyone is doubtful about Bazball being the right tactic in these conditions, except the man who propagated it. Brendon McCullum, in the lead-up to the first test, said, and I quote, "There will be many eyeballs watching around the world and it's a huge opportunity for us." How long the games go, I have no idea, but I'm sure both teams will stick to their respective styles. Throughout the Ashes, it was 2 heavyweights going at it with different styles, and I expect it to be the same in this series. Clearly, he has his plans in place and backing them to the hills, but that doesn't seem to be bothering India at all. In fact, the leader of the pace attack and vice-captain Jasprit Bumrah said, and I quote, I don't really relate to the term Bazball. As a bowler, what I think is that it keeps me in play, and if they are going for it, playing so fast, they won't tire me out. I could get heaps of wickets. Kudos to them, but as a bowler, you're in the game. And the gauntlet has been thrown from both ends. The mind games from off the field have translated to ones on it. However, Michael Vaughan continued his caustic remarks. Is any series really complete without his trademark controversial observations? He's sent out a warning to India to not take England too lightly, and he's predicted that the hosts will be in for a rude shock.
India must also beware that almost every team that has come up against England's new approach has been hit hard on day one. Look at New Zealand, Australia, and especially Pakistan. If India arrive thinking it will be the same as it usually is against England, they might be in for a big shock.
Now, this is a pivotal series as far as the race to the top for the ICC Test Championship is concerned. Whoever stamps their authority first up will have some momentum and a very, very key momentum, in fact, heading into the series. And it promises to be a long, enthralling one, this.